Right, sorry about that, guys. I'm not too sure what happened there. When Alan just left the call, it just dropped and it ended the show. So we're going to come back. We've got 17 minutes left to go until 10:15. Hopefully, Michael will see the new link pop up in the chat room. And Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So I do apologise about that. I don't know quite what happened there, but there we go. That's how it is. That's how it is. So yeah, we've got a few of you back now. So Michael should be in a second, and here we go. Right. So Mike should be in. Send me link, Dave. It's just in the chat room. I don't know if I can do that. Let me see if I can put it here. Hang on. Control V. There you go. So hopefully the link should show up now in the chat room. So if Mike can get in this way or whatever way, I'm not too sure. So go up the chat, Alan. Right, I'm not sure. Let's put a cat amongst the pigeons. What's going on, Dave? Alan popped in. And when he left, he ended the show, and I don't know quite how that happened, but it is what it is. But I've lost Mike. I don't know where Michael is. So, Cockney, here we go. How you going, fella?
All right, Dave. How's you, mate? Hang on, let me turn that down.
So, I don't know what happened there. Alan left, and he turned the show off. He just cut us off. It is what it is, mate. Here comes Michael now and all. So here we go. Bob's your uncle. Alan cut us off, Mike.
Yeah, look shit, eh?
Right, I'm not sure. Let's put a cat amongst the pigeons. What's going on, Dave?
Is that Zorro in the background? It looks like Zorro, doesn't it? It's hiding in the background there. It's a bit worrying, isn't it?
Mike, I think you might.
There you are.
Yeah, that's better.
How you doing?
Yeah, all right.
Good, man.
Did you watch that Mary Croft I sent you?
I've watched the first one while I was cooking dinner earlier. Yeah, very good.
What the Red Ice one? The interview?
No, just her first interview, part one of her stuff that she does on YouTube. I haven't watched the Red Ice one yet. I haven't had time. I've been flipping flat out tonight.
Yeah, because that's all like computer read, isn't it? It's just her book.
Yeah. I read her book. Someone sent me the PDF file about a year ago. I've got it on my inbox. I might have to go back over it again. Do you think I'll find the information in there?
I reckon. Well, what she's doing is what we need to be doing.
Yeah,
but it's knowing the right docket to put it on. This is the problem we've had in the over in the UK. He's having the right docket to put it on.
But see, there's the confusion, right? Because when you go to government and you know who you are, and then you want access to this, they should say, right, here's the form. But they lie to us all the time. They go, it's bullshit.
Well, they're gonna, aren't they? Because they're on a good thing now.
Yeah, but we don't want a corrupt government, do we? We want decent people doing good things.
They do. Well, this is the thing they do. They want the corrupt system, the banking. They don't want, because if we start doing it, it offsets our deficit and brings it back down for the future generations.
That's right.
Yeah. So we'll put our country back into, like, do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous because we're just running in the red
all the time.
Well, that's because we printed so much money. That's why we got inflation. We printing money left, right, and centre.
Yeah, but they could print all the money in the world.
Well, that's why you got inflation.
But it wouldn't matter if we're offsetting it. But we're not offsetting it. This is the problem.
What do you offset it against?
The trust that they're borrowing the money and doing on the stock exchange. Because every time you get a degree, every time you pass your driving test, every time you buy a car, every time you buy a house, all that builds up. Yeah, and each time that builds up, then that gets on the stock exchange, and it's like gambling, and it just grows and grows. And then when you die, they it's done in credit and debts, and basically it's in 2 lots. And then basically at the end of it, out of the credit, they pay the debts and they rob what's left.
Yeah, but
and that should be going back. So where we're not offsetting it, that should be going back into the system.
Yeah, but the thing is, you see, if that was to become apparent, you're giving the game away, aren't you? You're telling people just exactly how the game works. People don't know this. They don't understand what you're saying.
This was what was hidden from us. It was set up like this. This is how it was. It was set up, and they done it so we could offset it. But then the crafty bastards kept it to themselves.
Well, that was after the Great Fire in London, wasn't it?
Yeah. And this is all to do with this SKV Act and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, people like us. I think 1% of 1% or 1% of a million, if you like.
Yeah, but a few of us have only got. Once a few of us have got it, instead of keeping it, because there is a few people that's actually doing it, and they're keeping it secret, the bastards.
Well, of course they're keeping it secret. Otherwise, we'd have a fair society, wouldn't we? And they don't want to.
Exactly. So we need to work it out. And once one of us have done it and we've worked it out, then we need to share it between us, between everyone, and then let it loose.
I'll tell you what. If that was the truth, you can argue this, but I think a lot of people like you, Dave, and etc., would suddenly not be there.
Well, what do you mean?
I reckon they'd lift you. You'd be put in a place where you couldn't do any more damage.
Well, they can do what they fucking want to me. I want righteous. I want righteous. And then there'll be enough people who will be screaming and shouting, where's fucking Mo?
But don't you see it? That's it. It's ruled by fear. You would be taken away as a commentator, as someone who can broadcast all this information. They don't want the people to know how much it cost them trillions. It would bankrupt the world if everybody suddenly realised that we've been taking the piss out of for 500 years. I mean,
and then it would. All it would do is take it back into the gold. They could do nothing else but go into the gold standard.
That ain't gonna happen, is it?
That's all they could do.
Banks wouldn't allow that to happen.
Well, they'd have no choice because there's people in America that's doing it now, and they're getting away with it.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting away with it. Why aren't the people getting away with it?
Because they're trying to get it out. There's people now. There's constitutionalists trying to teach people how to do it. They've got more chance out there in the States.
Well, look what happened to Trump.
Yeah, no, but the people have got more chance of doing it. They've got more chance because the way, but. Well, even so, the Magna Carta and everything, their laws is based on our laws. So we shouldn't be no different. We are the leaders in it. We're all sitting back waiting for America to become free. Yeah, but it's us. It's us who needs to. It's us who needs to bring it down. The hub of the system is the UK. The hub is the UK. So if we bring down the UK system, yeah. Because this is where all the banking comes from, and Rome is using basically London as the hub.
We know that. What I'm saying to you, you cannot now look to America for anything until Biden has got rid of Biden, got rid of this woke left-wing government. They're trying to turn America communist.
It don't matter who's in there, Mike. It don't matter. The people need to do.
It's going to make it harder.
But once the people realise, and they're all going to because basically they're all telling them to stop paying taxes. Stop fucking paying it, especially if you're self-employed. Do not pay tax. All you're doing is funding the system. Yeah, you're enabling them.
Yeah, but you think if it's not about paying taxes in this country, it's not a choice because most people are PAYE, right? So you pay everything you do.
Well, that's they need to fucking sort themselves out then, don't they? Yeah, at the end of the day, you can be. You can go to your company and tell them I don't want to work like that.
Yeah, but
I don't want. You make me pay what? You make me self-employed.
They won't do it.
Well, then take them to fucking. If everyone done it, if you all got together in your company and all sat together after work and say, let's all fucking false the facts.
You can't do that anyway.
What can they do? Because then they ain't got no workforce.
Yeah,
If you all do it and say bollocks, we don't work then.
it doesn't.
What are they
work
going
like
to
that.
do?
It
What
doesn't
do you mean it
work
does?
like
Of course it does. It does. The power is in the people.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. When you run the business, if you're employing people, if I'm running the business and I've got I run a warehouse, okay, and this warehouse is a warehouse that brings in stuff and distributes stuff, right? And you have to bring in people to do that, right? Those people on regular hours, it's very difficult to argue that they could be PAYE, they could be self-employed.
Why
Because
not?
they're on regular time, and that's the way company law. That's the way it works. You find it very, very difficult.
Only because government decided to fucking fuck it all up with Tony Blair.
But don't you see they got the whip hand over it? I'm not arguing with you about that. I agree with you. What I'm saying to you is, I'm just showing you the pitfalls of it.
Yeah, but who are they to dictate to us as a society? Yeah, if we all get together and start fucking talking to, like, do you know what I mean? If you all worked in Sainsbury's and say, like, at one branch, yeah, and you all like started talking to everyone and say, look, this is the way. If you fucking pissed off with the system, this is the way to do it. Now we all need to be strong and do it and force the facts on the system. And if everyone started doing that all around the country in every job and force the system into that way, they've got no choice.
You've got an easy way.
Because if we don't go to work, they ain't got a business.
You don't even have to stop working. You do not have to stop working to do it. You can still keep your job, still be PAYE. I've said it before. If everybody stopped paying their mortgages for 3 months and stop paying their credit cards for 3 months, okay?
Yeah.
The country would be standstill, right?
Yeah, but if you're going to bring it down, bring the fucking lockdown.
Yeah,
bring the old lockdown.
Do you understand how much money is paid a month on mortgages? Billions and billions and billions of pounds paid on interest and repayment every month, okay? If you did that for 3 months, the banks would be skinned.
Yeah, but I'm saying do the whole lot, not only just the mortgages, the council tax, your electric, your gas, all your amenities. Don't pay for fuck all. The only thing you can't pay for is go and pay for your food. And if we all stock up for 6 months before we all do it, then they're fucked. What are they going to do? We've forced the facts on them.
Hang on a second. How many times have you been on the marches in London? You see tens of thousands of people march up there, you know, shouting out all kinds of things.
Yeah, but I'm not being funny, Mike. We're getting to the point that, like, we're at 70% of fucking pissed off. Proper pissed off. We've never had this. No, this is globally. We've never had it. You might have had one country that's pissed off, but you've got a global population that is totally pissed off.
I agree with you.
Something's got to force it.
I agree with you. But the trouble is, the problem you've got is that people won't do it. They will not take up arms. I'd love them to take us, sweep this lot out off the planet. But
they will do.
They won't.
I'm not being funny. When the fucking there's going to be no food on the shelves very soon, and there ain't going to be much. When people are hungry, you watch the difference. When you're saying they won't, you watch when their kids are sitting there starving and your belly's hungry. It's a different story.
That's different. You see what you're.
Well, we're coming to that.
It's want. People don't want anything at the moment because they've got it. When they suddenly taken away from, like, food, when you've got people like out there hungry because the kids can't eat, that's when you get what you want. Unless you've got Hitler, it's like Hitler would find something to blame. The people would find something to blame. They blame the government for allowing us to go hungry, okay, through their stupidity and all the fucking other bollocks, allow the rich and fat cat of the banks to get rich. How dare somebody come along and say, you haven't paid your mortgage, you've got to fuck off out of your house because you can't afford to pay your mortgage for 3 months. That can't be right. That cannot be right. How dare they come along when they charge you 25, 30, 50% on the credit card and everything else, and say to all of a sudden your mortgage is going up. Well, it's not going up. It's gone up every month, last 3 months. How dare they come and say you're now going to pay 5% on your mortgage when only a year ago you were paying 1.5%, and they're still coining the fucking money, coining the money from all the other loans and credit cards and everything else they're bringing in.
3 minutes left, gents. 3 minutes left.
Yeah. I don't know.
We need to have these debates. Look, there's people out there, right, can't eat at the moment. There's people out there having their gas and electric turned off because they can't pay. So, say for instance, a single mother with a child on benefits, she's cleaned out, she's got no cash, and they turn her gas and electric off. Who's looking after her? Who's looking after the kids? So then social services are called in. Oh, you can't pay your gas bill, can't pay electric bill. Let's
take the kids away from us. Let's take the kids away.
That's what they do. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, but this is where we all need to start fucking clubbing together. And don't let them, when they go like that, then we're all got to like, if everyone fucking, if it's a family down the road and their eating's turned off and they can't afford it, I'm sure everyone down the road could all put a fucking store in and pay their fucking eating bill for them to get them back on.
I agree with you.
I agree with you. And you just got to fight it as a community. We've got to start getting tribal. It's the only way to do it.
I agree with you. I do agree with you. But the trouble is, how many people would agree with
you? It's like, I'm not being funny. All the other communities do. The Muslim community, the Jewish community, they all stick together. But us idiots, we're like a load of mugs. We don't even help each other.
I agree with you. 100%.
Yeah, no. Right, listen, guys, we're just coming up to the top of the 12:15 and 10:15. It's been a nice little heated debate last 10 minutes. We need that every now and again. That's really good. Fabulous for everyone for tuning in tonight. All these videos that we do are for educational purposes and entertainment only. And we'll see you all again next week. And we hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And my last little few comments from Michael and Cockney Patriot, and then we're out.
I mean, Cockney, what do you reckon?
Yeah, see you later. Yeah, I know. I think we've got to try and false the facts and turn all this. You've got to turn it back to self-employed. That is the way. All this is bollocks. It's the only way.
Yeah,
because then you can withhold your tax, and it's the only way. Because otherwise, they're holding you. I wouldn't mind paying tax if it was fucking honest, but it's not.
It's not, no. Right, anyway. Michael, what's your last views?
Well, I can only agree with him. But the thing is, it gets back to what we were saying earlier when he said, well, when people are hungry, that's when exactly. It's what Hitler did. He found someone to blame. We could blame the government. We could blame whatever. But when people are hungry, it then becomes serious. People.
Yeah, but I'm not being funny. Mike, everyone knows who's to blame now. It's all over the internet. We've been watching it for the last fucking how many years? Yeah. We've been educating everyone. That's what I'm saying. 70% of people know the truth. Who's fucking behind it? BlackRock, all these people. We know the families that are doing it. Yeah. We know. Everyone knows who it is.
The 5 families in New York were the gangsters. The 5 families in the world run the world.
Exactly.
Rothschild.
Ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. We will be back next week. We love you all. We hope that you all enjoyed tonight's show. If you feel free, you want to come and join the show, please do. We always share the links. And if you haven't got the link, please come and ask, and we will share it with you. Come and air your views. Get your voice out there. You are valuable. You are gorgeous. We'd love to hear your voice. So until next week, thank you.
One more thing, Dave. One more thing. On Saturday mornings, when I was a little boy, we used to have like children's favourites. And children's favourites used to finish with, "Good night, children."
Good night, children. Good night, children. Good night, children. Good night, children. Thanks for tuning in. We love you all. We'll see you all soon. Take care. God bless. Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.